Hello everyone, my name is Baiba and welcome back to Sherlock Holmes, the Devil's Daughter. I don't know, but my face is very yellow. Why? So, we're just going to continue this game because this is getting interesting.
Fresh scratches.
Yes.
There were 2 large boxes.
Ooh.
A drawing of Takun Uman.
Oh. Oh. Should we do that? Someone's gonna get angry for that. Oh.
This mechanism is quite modern. All the gears are of good quality. Strange to find it in a foundry.
That's an arm.
No oxidation. This metal arm has never been outside. It's not part of the bowling club statue.
Oh. Hold on. Why are we, like, walking around? Oh, there it is. He's even, like, right there. Is there anything else I can snoop around? Or maybe that wasn't him.
Something large and heavy was dragged here.
Yes.
2 large boxes which were inside the warehouse. They were taken to Bernard Marley's office. It's probable that the missing crates contained pieces of Takun Uman's statue.
What is it now? 3 boxes containing parts of Takun Uman's statue were stored in Marley's foundry. 2 of them were moved to Marley's office. Can I go in? Oh. Knock. Knock, knock, knock. Wanted to talk.
Mr. Holmes, you must forgive my escape at the club. It wasn't a safe place to talk.
And it's safer here.
Yes, better here. Not my office. I have secured my foundry, you know.
Ah, reassuring.
Let's try to do this right this time. Dirty color, negligent. I don't know. Amulets, protective charms. Okay. Ooh. Leather patches. Leads frequently on desk. Well, yeah. Is that a normal? Easy hand smell of oil. And now probably the 2 that I'll get wrong. Required myopic. I don't even know what that means. It looks like something you require for clothes work. Intricate work. Works with rough objects. Both? Is it right? Imprecise. Of course it is. Bernard Marley is not yet 45 years of age. He is the foundry director and a member of the archaeological club. He's negligent, I can't pronounce that word, and most likely lives alone. Bernard is a superstitious man, as indicated by the many amulets upon his person. It is clear that he spends a great deal of time seated at his office desk and works with sharp items and mechanical oil. He requires spectacles for clothes work. Is it wrong?
Did you know Zacharias Greystoke, the victim?
Yes, he was a brave friend. Such good karma until yesterday.
Okay, what happened yesterday?
Do you recognize the unwell man in this photograph?
By Jove, albeit. Yes, that's him. The poor fellow met his end in Guatemala. He was struck down by a terrible disease.
You were friends?
Not really, but he was an active member and a courageous man. Too courageous. You can't fight against the Quiche gods.
No. Okay.
And what of the expedition? You were seeking a Mayan temple?
Yes, the temple of Takun Uman. Another one of Charles's stupid ideas. We found it, but there was some kind of strange force that prevented us from entering. An evil aura. It was Takun Uman's emanation. We could all feel it. Albeit its disease worsened suddenly, there was nothing we could do. And now, with Zacharias' death, the curse has reawakened.
After 14 years?
Prophecies are timeless. Even in the beyond, there is no escape.
What's your opinion on Takun Uman's statue having disappeared?
I don't know, but I have nothing to do with it. Nothing.
Statue creation.
But in fact you do. You made the statue.
That's true. But it was 10 years ago. You can't blame me for that.
Don't you think so? After all, it is the statue that is responsible for killing.
No! It's Tekun Uman. But who could imagine that a simple statue replica would be chosen by Tekun Uman? Nobody.
What?
Did Zacharias believe in the prophecy?
It is not a matter of belief, don't you understand? Zacharias was convinced that we could stop the curse by studying the calendar. What insanity! He sent me a message. He wanted us to visit the club and try to convince Charles to remove the calendar from the awards ceremony.
But you didn't go.
I knew Charles would refuse. Anyway, studying the calendar wouldn't help. Tekun Uman is far too powerful.
Your relationship with Charles Yellingham is...
Not friendly. Well, it is reciprocal. You know, most of his expeditions are failures because he is too focused on his hypothetical career to be in politics.
He has political ambition.
That would be an understatement. He has ambitions for the House of Lords, and the club is his means of achieving this. It's also the reason for his disastrous management. But he still succeeds in finding money. I wonder how. I have to leave you now. I've got paperwork to do. And we've spoken too much. He could hear us. Tekun Uman. Well, goodbye then.
Marley is hiding something inside his office. I'll have to visit it, but at night, and with Watson.
Of course, with Watson. Facts about the crime. No. What? So, we don't really got anything. Okay. Now we're gonna go back to that, I guess. I'm pretty sure, like, someone is hearing that, so he is gonna die one morning or something. Because someone told me.
Sorry, I'm too busy to chat.
You're such a good worker.
Sorry, I'm too busy to chat.
And you have the exact same voice. Isn't that marvelous? Amazing. Okay. So, I guess we're done there. Break into Marley's office at night with Watson. So I guess we have to go back to Baker Street first to find Watson, to inform him so we know what's going on. So we know what is happening, so we know what to prepare for, because, you know, dragging something into a situation without them knowing what's going to happen is a pretty shitty thing to do.
Caitlin's at Miss Alice's playing the piano. She disobeyed me.
Well, Holmes, I was inspired to... Oh, look here. The postman has made a mistake. He's delivered a letter addressed to Miss Alice.
Oh, he mistook 221B for 221C. Give it to me,
Oh,
Watson.
Somebody's angry. Okay, now we'll figure out where...
I need to finish here first.
Well, okay then.
What are you going to do with it, Holmes?
What am I going to do with it then? Break. Yeah. What am I going to do? We have to grease it. Oh, I don't know what it said, but I was the right
I
thing.
can't help myself. I must open this letter.
You can't help us?
It would be easier to open this letter if I steam it. Let's prepare. Boil water in kettle.
Okay, is there water? No.
I need to turn on the gas burner first.
Okay. There. And then it steams. And there we go. Now we can open it. I don't know. He's Sherlock Holmes, I guess.
I need to open it with something sharp.
Like a knife. Like this. There we go. He's so noisy. Alice, so you finally did it. You moved and set yourself next to him. You're a bold one. He will fascinate you, but be cautious of him all the time. I'm writing to tell you that I found your father's boat. It is quite damaged, but still afloat. You can use it if you wish. You must know that your father was like a brother to me. If there is anything in any way that I can do to help you, please let me know. Anything, whatever risk it may involve.
Miss Alice planned to live here because of me. I need to have a talk with her as soon as possible.
Maybe it wasn't you. Maybe it was.
Let's reseal it, as if it was never opened. I need something to apply the glue.
Like a pencil? Maybe. Okay, it's so in the details. It's almost annoying. It's kind of annoying, but it's okay.
That's it.
Don't stop playing, Kate. I'm going to take some air on the balcony for a few minutes.
I need to speak with Miss Alice first. She's on the balcony.
What balcony? What balcony? Oh, it's back here, okay. I know where it is. Oh my god. I knew where it is all along. I know it's back here, gosh. Oh my gosh, it's going down.
How about telling me why you came here in the first place?
Mr. Holmes, why do you ask? I hardly think that I'm accountable to you.
Since you extended an invitation to my daughter against my wishes, I believe that you are.
So said the father, cloaked in all his severity. My word, you almost frightened me.
You won't say that. Very well. Ask Caitlin to come home now.
Oh, poor child, let her play. Such insouciance. So useful for covering up disturbing secrets. And since you intend to hide the truth from her...
What?
We all have our secrets.
You...
But don't worry, Mr. Holmes. Caitlin is a sensitive child, and I like her enormously.
Alice, come back in. I can do it. See? You're wonderful.
I like to think that the feeling is mutual. We wouldn't want her to know of your secrets, or for her to be unhappy. I have to go inside now.
Silent, in shock. Talk to Alice. That's complete. As a parent, I hate when other people tell me how to raise my kid. Like...
Ah, Holmes, I entirely forgot. There's a man corresponding to the photograph who is a regular visitor at the Hospital for Tropical Diseases. His name is James Byron.
Are you sure? That's fantastic.
And we can visit him, but you should disguise yourself first. I'll introduce you as my colleague.
Yeah, I hate when other people tell me how to raise my child or what to do. Not because I necessarily get it right every time, but because it's the principle of me being in charge. Okay, it sounds really douchey, but I know what I mean. There! The Mayan empire entered in the tropical lowlands. The region nowadays known as Guatemala had reached the peak of its power and influence around the 6th century AD. The Maya calendar adds agriculture, pottery, hieroglyphic writing, calendar creation, and mathematics, leaving behind them an astonishing record of architecture and symbolic artwork. Gosh. The principal nation of pre-conquest Guatemala was the Quiches, also known as the Maya Quiches. The name of these people means many trees stem from the forest highlands which they inhabited. Tecunuman was the last ruler and the Quiches king who fought with his army against the Spanish conquerors in the Battle of Pinal, where his chest was fatally pierced by the sword of Don Pedro de Alvarado, according to the legend. Even in death, Tecunuman continued to protect his people.
Here it is.
Great. Great. I'm not reading that again. Thank you. Okay, so we have to disguise ourselves as a doctor. Ah, Dr. Holmes. And go to the hospital. Let's see. Oh. Here we
This
are.
should be the right place. Our man might be here.
Is it here?
Oh! Hello, Baird. My colleague and I are here to see Mr. Byron.
Ah, Byron. Yes, he's in a bad way. You'll find him in a cubicle on the window side. May I help you?
Patients visit this department for treatment and then return home.
Oh, that's nice. Anything else?
Patients visit...
No. Okay, so we have to go on the window side. Oh, this is so creepy. Like, really, this is creepy. It's creepy looking. I much prefer more modern hospitals. This. Oh, that's pretty neat. Is this our man? This is our man.
Mr. Byron?
More doctors? Please, I've just received my treatment. I need to rest a while before I leave.
Okay. Oh. Look at him. Medical ban. Deceased eye. Red marks on neck. Bound in chains. I'm gonna go with this one. It sounds wrong, but I think it's right. I don't know. Oh. Bound in chains. He's been belted. Smell of opium. Opium den. So it's from the surgery, I guess. Please, crowded market. One more. There. Right arm is missing. Yes, it was complete. It was right. Albeit I can't pronounce that. Is around 45 years old of age. He is an archaeologist and an ex-member of the archaeological club. He is believed to be deceased by the other members of the club. During Albate's expedition to South America, he suffered a disease that affected his eye. Albate lost his arm many years ago under unknown circumstances. He has a drug dependency and regularly visits an opium den near a crowded market. He has chain marks upon his body. That's so dark. Oh.
We would like to ask you some questions about an expedition that took place 14 years ago.
An expedition? What expedition? You're wrong, I've never left London.
Is it not you in this photograph from Guatemala?
Guatemala? Tecuna man! Dr. Baird! Come here quickly, I don't feel well!
What on earth is going on? Please, calm down. I'm sorry, my dear colleagues, but Dr. Brunt is waiting to give Mr. Byron a private consultation. You can wait here.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Weren't you paying attention? We have to wait, but we'll take advantage of the situation.
Okay.
This address is almost invisible.
Hospital for people deceased. To Mr. Byron, address Oak Street. Mr. Byron, Dr. Brunt is pleased to confirm your appointment on 25th of November. Please aim to arrive for the early morning. Dr. Baird, Department of Tropical Diseases. Oh, tropical disease. Okay. Something Oak
He
Street.
recently purchased Chinese tobacco.
Well, yes, of course. That's what it means. I don't know.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Weren't you paying attention, Watson? We have to wait. But in the meantime, let's use the... I don't remember what they said. Something like that.
Mr. Byron is due for a consultation with Dr. Brunt.
Oh, there we go.
Our man passed by a circus.
Alright. That's weird.
Oh, you're still here?
Obviously. We're waiting for Mr. Byron. Is he not with you?
No, the gentleman left directly after his consultation. Oh, he forgot to collect his belongings.
Holmes, it seems that Albeit has escaped.
Obviously. And he knows that we are aware of his true identity. Quickly. I know how to find him.
Oh. Do you know? You will like say that when I'm controlling you. Search the map. The smell of incense tells... Oh, wait, no, that's actually new, okay. The smell of incense and opium tells us that Albert recently paid a visit to an opium den. He has recently purchased Chinese tobacco, a circus advance map. Oh, I connected, okay. Locate Albert's home on the map and pay my visit. Okay, so I have to Sir Charles and Bernard Marley claim that Albert died in Guatemala during their expedition 14 years ago. However, we met Albert at the Hospital of Tropical Diseases. Either both gentlemen are lying or they are unaware that Albert managed to survive. I don't know. So we have to go to Baker Street and locate it on the map. I think that's right. I'm so glad I didn't just go for it when we had a chance with Sir Charles. That would be awkward. But we could be done, but would have lost so much of the story, which seems important. Okay, do we have to use this?
Thanks to the information I obtained at the hospital, I can now deduce where Albeit is hiding. We know that Albeit paid a visit to an opium den, a crowded market, and a circus. He also purchased some Chinese tobacco. Let's find a place in London where all four elements are close together.
Oh, are you serious? No. Oh, there. That was weird.
Now we need to find a street name ending in OOK. Here it is. 21D Brook Street. Watson, I believe we found Albeit's flat.
Great. Can I change back? Okay, we're just going there. It's okay, it doesn't matter what we wear. As long as we wear it well. Ooh, that's fancy though.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Is that the only thing you can say?
Do you hear that? Quick! We have to open this door.
The door's too strong and the lock is too solid to break with bare hands. The door's too strong and the lock is too solid to break with bare hands.
Oh, there's an axe. There's an axe. We can take this. Let's take the axe. We're going to break the door. We're going to break the door.
No, please help!
Oh, God. Okay. Go ahead, time for this. Come on, do it. Do it. Did it. Come on. And go. Okay, did it. And there.
Help!
Yeah. Oh, now we have to. Why did we die? Because I'm too slow. Okay, now this is the last one.
Please help!
Come on, you can get the door open now. Can't you? Do the music, it was so cool. Oh, what do I do? What do you do? Is that right? Oh, it's right. Imagine if I hadn't been able to do that. Okay. Oh my god, what's going on? Oh, there is something. I don't even... Oh.
This table could serve as cover.
Okay, then we're using it as cover.
This table could serve as cover.
I pushed A, it didn't work. It didn't work. Okay, doing this again, okay.
If I cut those ropes, the curtains will fall and block the attacker's view. Watson, I'll try to reach those curtains to close them. Cover me.
Oh my god, am I... How the flip? On a crack stick on a... Oh my god. It's not working for me. This is even... I can't fucking see him. Nope, that didn't work. I couldn't see him, okay. I couldn't see him, okay. What do I have to do? Something here. I can't see him. Okay. Oh, it worked. Okay, whew. Ah. It worked. Okay. No.
Watson, cover me!
Oh, this is hard. Oh my god. Are we there yet? 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 Cut the ropes! Cut the ropes! Cut it! Okay. Woo. Nice. Nice. Get above you.
Above!
Woo! That worked. Okay. Nice, nice. Okay, so we're moving here.
Locked.
Okay, anyway. Dee. What was this? Sherlock. Sherlock. Okay, move maybe? Okay. Peek. Can't see anything. Can't see anything. Okay, go back. Okay. Oh, there's nothing here. There.
Watson, come here. He's behind the screen.
Who is it? Who is it? Make the belt. Fine. What? Okay. There. Okay, what does it say? The attacks on Zacharias and Albert were proficient. Huh? Okay. That was weird, but sure. Okay, go back. I'm not sure. I think there's something weird here. He's not there because he climbed the roof.
Our attacker escaped through this skylight.
Yes. Yes, he did. Why is it never easy? There's... Is that bit down there?
No! Don't kill me!
Calm down. It's over now. It's gone.
You? Oh. But why are you here? You're not doctors, are you?
No. Well, you're half right. Shall we remove these masks? Your true name is Albeit, is it not? You were a member at Charles Yellingham's club.
Yes, I was.
Can you tell us what happened here?
After your visit at the hospital, I quickly returned home. I was lying there on the sofa and felt an evil presence in the room.
An evil presence?
Never mind. It's probably the fever.
Oh, the fever. Curse.
Or perhaps a living statue?
Yes. It was one of the double statues. I saw its shadow. I believed that it was searching for me, that it wanted to kill me. It was horrible.
As in Zacharias' murder, the statue came to life when its intended victim appeared in front of it. I must examine your residence. It may hold some clues. Tell us about your expedition to Guatemala 14 years ago.
It was in my former life.
What really happened there? You were said to have died.
I was ill with a terrible fever. I asked them to leave me there. I can't remember how. I only have flashes of memory. But by some miracle, I survived. I left an eye and one arm behind. It took me time. But at last, I managed to return to London.
Why do you use a false name?
That expedition signaled the end of my career. And my very life as I'd known it. I changed my name and my address. Now I'm weak and useless and alone. I'm a walking dead man.
Not for long.
Perhaps this was it. It was my curse to fade away little by little. Tekunu man's revenge.
Maybe.
You are aware of Zacharias' murder, are you not?
Yes, and quite aptly I read that he was killed with a spear.
Aptly.
Well, he practiced archaeology almost as though it were a sport, seeking adrenaline. Imagine his state of adrenaline when he died, him being the prey.
And who would have been the hunter?
Tekunu man? Whoever, whatever. It'll soon be over for me at any rate.
Oh, he's giving up.
There's a locked door on the first floor. May I have the key for it?
All right, but there's nothing interesting inside.
I want to see it anyway. Alright, so what's the clue? All the love is ruined after Club's expedition. Okay. None of these fit. It's not good. We have to start drawing some lines here. It's not making any sense yet.
Our assailant escaped using this rope.
Oh, another one? Escape from the window. Still not making sense. Not sure what to think about that. They should start making sense, I think. Okay. Let's see what's down here. And what's behind door number 1? It's a tree. That makes sense. Stuff and things. Oh. Okay, letters. More to read. Brazil, Sao Paulo, April 14, 1883. I, Claudio João Inácio da Silva, give full rights and freedom to Albert Dyke and Baudembois from this day forth for him and his descendants. Huh? Okay. My love, I understand your pain, but please know that my decision was made only to protect you. How could I return to the real world? For if anyone should discover the terrible shame of this failed expedition and my enslavement, it would dishonor our son's name forever. It would be better that my memory remains in Takunaman's temple. I came back to see you for the last time. I intend to die alone with my precious collections, my lifetime's result of archaeology. One friend of mine who is a bailiff will help handle the sales. You will receive all their income. Please try not to be unhappy. My death will be a release. I have made arrangements for my burial. Goodbye to you, my dears. I hope that you might forgive me and you are able to finally lead happy lives. My only wish. Oh, that's sad. Oh.
Albert's wife and son, I presume.
That's adorable. That's cute. Okay. So, now we know that. T. Crack in the wall. Handprints can be removed. Ooh, that's fancy. That's so pretty.
The interior seems well designed, but I cannot see it properly.
Ooh.
1894. This model was created after the expedition to Guatemala.
What else? Ooh.
This model forms a part of another, larger model.
Oh, are you sure? Are you sure about that? Learn more about Albert. That's what we're doing, isn't it? Okay, so that's there.
This bed is very small.
Is it for his kid? Could be for his kid. There is a small bed inside a room on the first floor. A person of short stature must resent. Like his son. That would be weird. Is there anything else? No. Nothing else. Anything down here? Anything that we need to know?
A statue was once here. Now it's missing. It appears that the missing statue may have escaped via the window in the roof. The iron mounting rod is broken. The surface is damaged.
Exactly like the other one. Something weird is going on, but I don't think it's the statues coming alive. I'm not sure. I'm trying to remember that episode of this. I'm gonna have to rewatch it. But anyways, No, wait. Not yet.
There's a little bed in a small room. It's been used.
Well, it is for my son, Gulliver. After my official death, my wife and he left for Glasgow. Upon my return, I installed this room.
So they know about you.
My boy Gulliver visits occasionally. But I wonder, what is the life of a crippled father? They will lose me again.
Mr. Albeit, what is this?
How? It's impossible. How did you find it?
Answer me.
17 years ago, I built a model of Tekenu Man's temple. We stored it inside the club's globe before leaving for the expedition. I've no idea if it's still there. While in Guatemala, I had dreams about a missing part. A pyramid. Then, when we entered the temple, I experienced vivid visions.
Wait a minute. You entered the temple?
Well, yes, we did. And we found the pyramid from my visions. But I was too weak. I was unable to solve the mystery of its entrance. I failed there. I always wanted to understand why. So upon my return...
You rebuilt this final part according to your visions and...
Nothing. But I'm dying, and at least my son will see that I did my best to complete my life's work.
Okay. Oh, that's a lot. Oh. What? Oh, there. Small stature. Someone of small stature, perhaps Albie's son, could pass through the tiny window on the roof. Oh, son is innocent. A small child would not have sufficient strength to cunning. Yes. Suspect is small. Albeit is lying about his son. The bed could belong to someone other of a small stature who could also be the murderer. Yeah, I think it could be a little bit salty. Oh, it doesn't match. It could be a little bit salty for the others. I don't know, throwing them out. Oh, more facts. I like that. Albeit lies. Albeit could only build the model of the final pyramid if he had managed to gain its entry. It wasn't necessarily for Albeit to enter the pyramid in order to construct this model. He would also use imagination. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be a right model. The testimonies of Sir Charles and Bernard Marley are contrary to Albeit. However, none of them wish to talk about the temple. It's possible to complete the model of Tukunuma's temple. Oh, we're missing so many pieces. Oh, it still wants me to go back there. Okay, I'm going to stop this episode here. I don't know, it's exciting. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you again in another episode. And with that said, have a nice day. Bye!